is take some of the information we learned about in this book and turn it into a paragraph of our own. Now, you know, when we do writing, we always like to think about what we're going to say before we ever write. We're going to write what's called an outline or a plan. So this says, plan your writing, and of course, I wrote my name on my paper. And then we go down, and the first thing we're going to do is write down what the topic is. Now remember, this is just your plan. You're not writing a whole sentence, just a word or two to remind you of what you're going to be saying in your sentence. And our topic is, of course, ocean habitat. Then we're going to be thinking of 3 facts, a first fact, second fact, and third fact. 3 things we've learned or know about the ocean habitat. Now the first fact I've chosen to write about today is going to be that it's the largest habitat on the planet. Something I got out of, some information I got out of our ocean habitat book. Now again, I didn't write a whole sentence on my plan, just a word to remind me. The second fact I've chosen to write about is again something else I learned about in our ocean habitat book, that the ocean is made up of salt water. And the third fact I'm going to write about was the fact that the ocean can be thought of as layers. And I wrote layers, but I also wrote the names of the 3 layers because I was concerned I might forget what they were when it came time to write my sentence. It's still not a sentence, just a few words. And the conclusion, remember, is always going to be the same as what your topic is. You're going to be reminding your readers what the topic was, in this case, ocean habitat. So what we're going to do now is take this plan and turn it into 5 sentences, one that follows the other very well, or a paragraph. So our paper is the ocean habitat. For the first section, you'll notice I wrote the word topic above it to remind us our first sentence is going to be our topic sentence, which is going to come right over here to where it says ocean habitat. So here on our paragraph is where we're going to turn ocean habitat into a sentence. I've chosen to write the sentence, the ocean habitat is a very interesting habitat. That way our reader knows, oh, we're going to be reading about the ocean habitat. Then for my next sentence, my first fact I'm going to be writing about, my outline tells me, oh, I'm going to tell that it's the largest habitat. So I took that, the largest, and I wrote it in a sentence over here, using my transition word first. First, the ocean is the largest habitat on Earth. So I took one word and turned it into a complete sentence, remembering to include my transition word first. Then moving down, it looks like I'm going to write for my second fact, I'm going to write a sentence about salt water. So I've chosen to write, oh, look, I remembered my transition word. Second, it has salt water in it. So taking one word, turning it into a complete sentence. For my third fact, I was going to say layer, sunlight, twilight, midnight. Not a sentence yet. Let's see how we can turn it into a sentence. Third, the ocean has 3 layers called sunlight, twilight, and midnight. Oh, and look, I remembered since I was listing off 2 or more items, in this case 3 items, I've got commas between them. And then for my conclusion, remember, I'm going to remind our reader what they were reading about. I'm not going to say the exact same thing, though. The ocean habitat is a very interesting habitat. Let's see how I'm going to say kind of the same thing, but with different words. Oh, I remembered my conclusion, transition words. All in all, I think the ocean is fascinating. So, that is my paragraph about the ocean habitat. Next week, you're going to use this information and you're going to be writing your very own paragraph about the desert habitat. So, bye everybody. It's good to see you. Say goodbye, Ms. Hurst.
Bye, Ms. Hurst.
Take care, kids. We love you.
Bye.